Alright, captains, we are back on the temporary bridge, and of course, we have things to go over from the Star Trek Online official Twitter page. But before we do that, captains, like the video, subscribe here to YouTube Bridge, as what we try to do here is cover the latest news coming from the official tweeters, but also have fun with Star Trek Online and really Star Trek in general. But without further ado, let's get into it here. We got a tweet here. So save 35% on bundles in the Zen store, 75% on everything in Mud's Market except bundles, and 50% on bundles in Mud's Market until December 31st. I feel like that could have been worded a little better. As you know, captains, we're going to always drizzle our ECs over when we go over this, but here we go. Let's go to the blog here. Save on bundles and Mud's Market. Save on bundles and Mud's Market until January 31st. So I don't understand the dates of these. They could have just all pushed it to the 2nd. The legendary sale literally wasn't from, I believe, the 27th. So that was today. And then you had some other ones that were shorter, like the key sales. And this is going to 31st, but the rest of the sales are still going to the 2nd. So sure. If you all can keep track of that, Cryptic, no problemo. So here we go. Bow down before the power of Santa. Should Santagorn, or be crushed by his jolly boots of doom. These and other heartwarming carols are sung this time of year, hoping that Santagorn will find an ounce of mercy in his heart. And today he has. He has found the mercy of sales. It being the last quarter, it being the last couple of days of 2022, I knew that they were going to just be pushing a bunch of sales for, of course, their numbers. And, well, here we go. And here's my thing. The sales have been somewhat okay. The only somewhat highlight, obviously, have been, aside from the free things that they're giving us, is the return of the T6 coupon bundle. Other than that, these sales have just been kind of meh to me, to be honest. But again, that's just my two ECs there. So again, the sales from December 27th, that's today as of this video, to the 31st. Good old Santagorn has unlocked the following sales. So 75% on everything in Mud's Market except bundles. They could have just worded it and then, or something, say 50% on bundles in Mud's Market. And of course, save 35% on bundles in the Zen store. Get your hands on the ships and items before Santagorn gets his hands on you. That is a scary thought. So what we're going to do is quickly go here to the store bridge. And again, captains, if you have yet to, make sure you go to your promotions tab and grab the free stuff that they've given us. Of course, I believe now we only have 5 days left. One was for the Black Alert Tribble, which is right here. And then, of course, the other one that they just gave out yesterday was the Happy Holiday upgrades. Can't beat that. So we'll first go to Mud's Market. Now, I've only purchased one thing from the Mud's store, and that's because I had the extra resources. In hindsight, I probably shouldn't have, but whatever, it is what it is. I wanted it for my personal reasons, and it didn't even have to do anything with performance in game. So we're going to go through each tab here and kind of give my recommendations, if any. So under ships, you only have the Bentham Cruiser. I'm not sure why. I'm pretty sure that there was more, but this is the only thing that they're showing. This ship, captains, you know, I'm all about the looks. This does not look appealing to me whatsoever. I have no attachment to the ship. And again, it even being 75% off, it's 4,250 Zen. One, I would never buy it even at the full price, let alone even at the 4,000. Now, it is somewhat of a promo ship, and it is account unlock, but that's not enough for me. This could be the best performing ship in the game, and I still would not get it. Again, that is just me, because my play style here in Star Trek Online is very, very casual, hence why they call me the filthy casual. Just saying. So under bundles, so there's a lot of bundles that they released this year. So the first one we'll go over the Mud's Fighter Pilot Choice Pack. this is a great bundle if you were really looking to get the ships from Star Trek Picard and or Discovery, and or for even like the Undine ships. Now, the whole bundle I would have a hard time recommending. Now, the one ship here that is the sort of gem here is this Deimos pilot destroyer. Captains, you know, who those who watch my build videos, I use that emulating phaser lens that comes from this almost on all my builds. Torpedo, energy, doesn't matter. I put this on there. Unless I'm going for a certain theme, then I won't. But this I got from my event campaign last year. Don't regret it whatsoever. I have used the ship. I don't like it because it's like a thin ninja star to me. But the console itself, you just can't beat it. It is a very, very quote-unquote meta trait. The other thing here, the La Serena, this is the ship that I was going to get initially, even though I wasn't really gung-ho about it. But then when I tested it on Tribble, it turned me off because all the weapons firing from it was literally bigger than the ship, which will lead me probably to a point of I wish they would tone down the visuals a little bit more so that it would match even smaller ships. They have shown the capability of being able to minimize the visuals of phaser beams, so I think they can do that with a lot of the other like cannons and all that stuff. But again, that's just me. Yes, you get elite buff tokens here, I believe, with it, but this whole bundle I can't. Again, yes, you get the chicken wing or the discovery ship or book ship. Not really interested in that or that, but again, the emulating, if you had to choose three, I would go for the emulating, the La Serena, just because it was in Star Trek Picard, and then the other would be your choice. You could get the epic Phoenix prize pack if you yet to have the Bajoran Interceptor, because you can get that from the Phoenix prize pack, which of course comes with the Domino console, which is a really, really good console. But so there's that. Again, the mega bundle I would not, but again, 50% off, that's a 14,750 Zen, something that I just probably would never buy personally, and again, that's just me. Next up is the Mud Secret Intel. Other than the Sona ship here, the Sona Intel's battlecruiser, the trait from it is a staple of a lot of my torpedo builds, but also the meta torpedo builds, because it does come with subspatial warheads. Of course, when you use high yields, it gives you additional anomalies to damage your target. And it lingers too. Other than that, I got that ship because there was a 50% low buy sale years ago, and I had enough low buy. I got that ship specifically for that trait. I haven't even used that ship actually, but I might actually now sometime in the next year just to do something with it. So there is that. Again, this Section 31 ship is also, I believe, the ship that comes with that trait, the access to Probat, which will help you sort of take the heat off you, and you can use it in conjunction with Intel Team, and you're literally invisible to the enemy and can solo almost anything, and as long as you can dish out all of the DPS in that. Again, not really interested in the ship, not even interested in the trait, and these other two, not really my cup of tea. That's not it. So Mud's Faith of the Heart. Again, yes, you get the SS Enterprise, but the NX does come with one of the consoles that I use a lot, the Bombardment Warhead, which of course you pair it with a DPRM that comes from the Atlas, the prototype Dreadnought, which you can get from your events campaign. Does help energy builds a lot. Other than that, it's hard for me to recommend this just for that ship. But again, this could be subjective. It could be worth it for you, but it is not for me. These two ships that come with it, I feel that it's just not worth it for the price for me and how I play. Now the Mud's Choice Pack of Dread, 100% nothing that I really like, to be honest. But I do know that a lot of captains actually like the ship, not necessarily all three of them, but again, it was nothing that I would spend my resources on. Now the Mud's Out of this Wormhole Choice Pack. This has two things here that can be used to boost your performance and be used, I believe, still in the endgame slash meta. Now, and of course, who wouldn't want all these buffs? Again, it's up to you, individual captains, if this is worth it for you. Now, the ship here, the Maquis Raider, does come with Plasma Storm. Plasma Storm is a staple for Saifu builds. Correct me if I'm wrong. I still believe it is. I am not a Saifu captain by any means, but I know a lot of captains have bought this ship just to get that console. And of course, anything you get in Zen Store is account unlock. For me personally, having account unlock, it feels like it wouldn't really work for me in a sense, because I'd only be putting on one captain. Individual ships I'm fine with, but bundles like these, I kind of get a little meh. Now, of course, I do have the Marauder. I just got the tier 5. It's great to have just because it was in TNG, and I am a TNG baby. Now, the other ship, of course, that does come with is a Jem'Hadar strike ship, which comes with the trait that extends cannon rapid fire. That trait I always use in my Defiant, and it is a great trait to have, and that's why hence I do recommend the legendary bundle as well for the bug ship. But in this bundle, if you find it that it's worth for you to have these two ship account unlock, along with these extra space Barbie options with, like 9 T6X upgrade ships, low buy, and master upgrades, then this might be for you. Now, the Mud's Stealing Time choice pack. Of these ships, this ship right here, the Temporal Science Vessel, is one of the best Saifu ships in the game. Again, captains, correct me if I'm wrong. I know that this ship, I've heard it so many times from a bunch of fellow captains, that this is the ship to get if you want to get into Saifu. But again, at 14,750, it's hard for me to kind of recommend that personally on my playstyle. Now, you do get 2 tier 6 ship coupons, so you get 5 ships out of this, so it's up to you. But definitely, I know that this ship is a pretty high performance ship nonetheless. The Mud's Carried Away bundle, nothing too much here. It's kind of a meh for me, hence I'm probably going to use the word meh in the thumbnail. But not only do you get the 4 ships here, you get 2 tier 6 ship coupons along with the epic token that you can get a ship with. Again, the Bajoran Exemplar would be the one I would recommend. Of course, the Mud's Command. All these ships, of course, are command ships, but again, the Section 31 battlecruiser is a very popular ship. As much as I like Ford nacelle ships, it's not my favorite, but it's there for you. And again, you get 2 more T6 coupons, which you can get more ships, and of course you get all these other stuff, Captain Elite tokens, low buy, and the master upgrades. These other ships I know I don't have a connection with, but I know, shout out to Spencer, this Rampart ship here is a pretty good performing torpedo platform, if I am not mistaken. The Shashar was one of the original command ships that came out initially. Again, you get an auxiliary craft here if you want, but these other ships, not really. Like the Sono one, not really my cup of tea. Now, this bundle, I was really close. I was super close to getting. The only reason why I didn't get it is because I literally have all the ships that I kind of want from it. That being of course, the Constitution Kelvin Connie, the Kelvin Destroyer, which is like one of my personal favorite ships in game, and the Vengeance. I got these 3 ships individually already on my main. If I didn't get them and this bundle came out, I'd probably get the bundle, because it would be nice to have a Kelvin D7 for my Klingon. I do like the D4X. It is a pilot ship, and I know that this Vulcan Scout comes with a sort of quantum console, which you can use on any ship. And plus, you get 2 more T6 ship coupons. So to me, it does feel like a great deal. But again, I probably wouldn't use the Talaru Kelvin ship here. I just wouldn't. I don't like the design of it. It looks like a deer here for me, an alien deer, eyes, nose, antlers. Can you see it? Just me? Okay, just saying. So again, it would have been one of my top choices to get if I already didn't have these ships. And these ships are on my main. My main has all the toys. Now, if you're just getting it for Space Barbie wise, you want to make an alt, put them in individual ships, have at her. Again, this is all going to be very, very subjective. Now, the Muds Lost in DQ Choice Pack, the only ship here that is sort of worth of note is the Vaudoir Jug, which I know is a very, very good CSV platform, cannon scatter volley. The other ships here, again, nothing that sings to me, but I would never personally get that ship. Of course, there's that mega bundles now here that we're talking about here. So there's that. Again, those are just my quick recommendations on that. Space items here, definitely not worth it. I would not spend the resources on these. I got this, the Blinded by the Light pack was an event reward I got a couple years ago. This is that sort of blinding white light you get when you activate this to call up your backup. It's not worth the 2,000 Zen in my opinion. Definitely not worth the 8,000. But if this is something you want to get for your theme build, for your Discovery Klingon, it is there for you. Corrosive Plasma Weapon Pack. Again, I'm not a huge fan of plasma weapons, but it's there. It could be worth it for you, captains. For me, it is not. So hard for me to recommend. Now, the last tab here, we're going to go over the ground items. I will say I did buy this is the item I bought here, the Geordie LaForge. I just wanted it, so I did get it. I had the Zen available. The sale was there, so I got it, and I don't regret it. This is I got around the time Geordie, like Nexus featured episode came out, I believe, or around after. Would I recommend it? Again, for me, it was a choice of Space Barbie, so there. Now, civilian outfit, we got this as an event reward, but as you can see, this is the outfit that's 7 War. Again, 1,500 Zen. You can get this account unlocked. Is it worth it? Up to you. It is a cool outfit, I will say. I love the jacket. I love the boots. Everything about this outfit is just really awesome. And then, of course, you get the implant. I believe you get that implant, if I'm not mistaken, as well. So next up is a Starfleet 2399 or the Picard uniforms. Again, got this for free. They gave this away, but now, of course, people missed it. They're going to stick it in here. It's great if you want to have a Picard themed tune. Dino with freaking laser beams attached to its head. I used this, but again, this was an event reward. Most of these were event rewards. But it's not game changing, but if you want a dino with laser beams attached to your heads, then it's there for you. I will warn you, when you're taking screenshots, when you're taking selfies, it does get in the way. Fair warning. It's About Time pack. These items came from the Ophidian came ground device. This came from an event reward and a featured episode reward along with the Shard of Possibilities ground device, which they removed from the episode list. Would have been great. They would have just kept it. 2,000. It's not worth it for me. Again, these are not game changers. It's more about Space Barbie, in all honesty. Along with, of course, the dock here. If you want to have him on your bridge, he is there. He's actually just for 1,000 Zen, so $10 there. Of course, the original crew. I do have them. I actually got this from a friend of mine. Shout out to you, Steve. I think I gave him for a bunch of keys at the time. I did want a TOS crew, and who wouldn't want to have Spock, Uhura, of course, Sulu, Bones, and of course Chekhov and McCoy on your bridge along with the Rand. So a lot of TOS fans, this would probably be something for you. The Emancipator outfit, got this as an event reward, so can't say I've used it, so I can't really recommend it. Now lastly here, we'll go over the ship bundles here. There's a lot of ship bundles, and we've received a lot over the last year here, with the recent one being the Federation Command Carrier bundle. Of course, this one has the Norway. I did not get this bundle. I only got the Norway. Now, if you do like fighters, these actually came with the new fighters. So the Norway came with the Valkyrie, and the Seneca here came with the Valkyrie and the new Dunnabees. I am happy with the Valkyries, and those are actually new to Star Trek Online. So if anything, I would just probably recommend the Norway there. Now the Federation Responder Bundle, again, we got this year. Hard for me to recommend, but I still have yet to get the Bozeman, but I will eventually get that. The Cabot, I do want it for its console, but again, that's just personal preference, my choice, so that I have that. I probably will just individually get these ships, but the real standout here is the Bozeman here. Not only do you get Space Barbie, additional Space Barbie, but you get all of the sort of Barbie options from the other Miranda variants. So there's that. Genesis bundle, I would not recommend that. I had this as it was free, so it was given to me. So not given to me, given to us. So there's that. The legendary, of course, I already just went over that. Highly recommend it if you are a Jem'Hadar fan and you want that trait that extends cannon rapid fire. It is there for you. This bundle we got for free. They're giving that away. The 31st Century Temporal Ship bundle, nothing that sings to me here. You have the Akira bundle. If you did not get, and if you're a fan of the Akira, I'd probably wait because we are going to get a legendary Akira. So with any legendary ships, we usually get all the skin options along with all the traits and consoles that come before. So again, it's up to you though. If you want it, it is there for you. I believe it's this ship here that comes with the tier 5 that comes with the torpedo defense platform. And then here the tier 3, I believe the Thunderchild is the one that comes with the point defense system. Recon bundle, I do have the New Orleans of this ship, the Lafayette class. The other ones I never went for because I was really just wanted to get this for the TNG vibes, but it's there for you. Essentially, I would not get that. Can't recommend the Allied Pilot Escort Federation unless you love pilot ships. Andorian ship design is not my favorite, to be honest with you. Along with this one as well, the Klingon ones just does not sing to me. There's that mega bundle, of course, there that includes the Klingon and the Romulan ones. The Romulan ones are really weird. That I can't get. Now, tier 5 ships, I know a lot of captains do love this ship design, and they do get it, and they do come with the wing cannons. Now, it's tier 5. Can they do still fine in game? Of course they can, as long as you build it and have your build synergize. It'll do quite all right. Now the Blockade Runner bundle, again, I did not get this. It's the Steam Runner. I just got the Appalachia Blockade Runner, which is an awesome torpedo platform, and of course it comes with that console, Tri-Cobalt Tear Launcher, one of my favorite torpedo consoles. But if you are a fan of Steam Runner, it is there for you. Now the Bortbort, I am waiting for the legendary Bortbort to come, which is, I'm still disappointed that we didn't get it in the year of the Klingon. Who knows what they have special plans for that. It's only tier 5, but you also get the Borderskew tier 6. Again, it's up to you. I personally will be waiting for the legendary because you'll get all these options in terms of Space Barbie. Now the Captain Picard bundle, this is the this is where I get a little upset with this bundle, because it does come with the Thompson heavy gun, or the Thompson gun here, but it's only the replica Thompson submachine gun. We got that as an account unlock from the first contact event, but this is character unlock. You do not unlock this on your account. It is very, from what I, again, correct me if I'm wrong, but that is something that I did not like. Now, of course, this came when Picard came out. Now, this ship, the Miradorn, I may be getting. I am almost 99% sure I'll be getting for my event campaign reward for the 2022. Reason being, its experimental weapon is a double photon launcher. Purely Space Barbie for me. Purely. Because most of the experimental weapons that are out, I really don't like them in terms of how they look. So this one would do so much good for me and my theme builds, especially when it comes to Federation ships, which I mostly fly anyway. So for me, I'm going to get the ship individually from the event campaign. Again, you can get the ship from the event campaign. Cardassian Intel bundle. I've heard good things about it, but I'm not a huge fan, again, of the Cardassians ship designs. The command ships here, of the three, these were the original ones that came out. I did buy the Federation. I don't regret it, but that was the last kind of huge bundle I kind of got for a extensive period of time. So I went the Delta pack, and then I got this, and it's kind of, I just kind of then started picking, choosing what ships I got. Now I will eventually be getting 2 ships from this bundle here, which would be the, I believe it was a tactical version and the science version for specifically Space Barbie, nothing else. Now, cool fact, the command ship for the Federation, I believe it was this one over here, and this tactical version of this Romulan Warbird are actually Eagle Moss ships. Sadly, of course, Eagle Moss went under, but I do have a local store that have these. Not my favorite designs, but you know, I thought that was kind of cool that, again, they're bringing these ships into the real world here, even via model. Cross Allied Faction Bundle, again, nothing that I like there. Personally, if you can tell, captains, it's all mostly 100%, maybe 99% about looks for me. So there's that. The deck assault carrier bundle. I hear that this is a great ship. A lot of people call it waffle iron. Now this here, I got this ship for free. So and we also just recently got the mirror version of the Somerville. So nothing really for me there. Miracle Worker bundle, 100%. I cannot recommend this just because of how of how ugly these ships are to me, especially the Federation ones. They really botched this one for me, and I just couldn't get it. So now the Cross Faction Multi-Mission Explorers, of course, these come with a T6 Vesta variants. Again, I got the Tier 6 Vesta, the Kalian, so I have all of the sort of skin options there. This was cool, but again, I knew that I was going to probably just wait for the legendary version, and I'm glad I did, because it didn't mean I didn't have to get this, and I still have access to all that. Now, you have the Cross Faction Recon. Again, nothing really for me there. This ship here, the Cross Faction String Wing Escort bundle, I got the Federation from the 12th anniversary bundle, which I highly recommend as a bundle in general. I said I haven't bought bundles, but that bundle itself was pretty good, along with, of course, the legendary ones. But that I kind of stopped after the command one, because that was Delta Rising, which was years ago. But I got this ship already. It's a great ship. I will say it is a great ship, very maneuverable, and you can build it pretty well. So there is that. I would recommend this ship, but the Klingon, I'd hard pass on that one. Now, this was a hit when it came out, the Cross Faction Support Bundle, just because a lot of people were waiting for carriers. So you have from all 4 factions, the Klingon, of course, the Federation with its Cat Bus, the Romulan, and the Jem'Hadar. This, if I had to pick out of this bundle, I'd probably go with the 2 here, the Jem'Hadar and the Cat Bus. This actually looks like a space motorcycle to me. So if you're into carriers, there's something to think of there, caps. The Temporal Warship Bundle, can't say that this is for me. Even the Federation one, I can't say that I like a lot. Now, the Deep Space 9 pack has been around for a long time. So you get all these options, the bridges of the Defiant, of course, even the warp core in the hallways. Get a nice little shuttle there, but I don't have it. And maybe something on the list for down the road once I get everything that I want. Now, the Dyson ships here, they need to release Tier 6 versions. But I got these ships because it was given as an event reward for all my factions. It's nothing I really use, but if any, I did like the Romulan versions because it looked like a sleektified Derpadex. So Federation and Klingon designs kind of fell, especially the Federation ones kind of fell flat for me, but the Romulan design I do actually like here because they look like like I said, sleekified Derpidexes, and then you can put the green skin on it, and it does look really good, I will say. Of course, you have the Enterprise Era pack. This is something for you. This is just a tier 1. This is a replica ship only too, but there is that option there for you. The Federation Fleet Admiral Faction pack. Now, this pack is a good starter pack. I would say for 3,215, you get 3 ships here. You get of course, the Andromeda, the Pathfinder, and the Valiant here, along with these cool uniforms. It's a good pack. Again, this is the Galaxy class, the Intrepid, and of course the Defiant. And if that's something you don't have, especially the legendary versions of yet, could be a arrangement for you. But all of the Federation ones that I have, essentially, I've just gotten the legendary version of, especially the hero ships. Gorn, not a big fan, not gonna lie. Intrepid, I bought this when it came out. I wish I didn't, but it's okay. I don't regret it. I got all of these. You get all of these as options there. And for the most part, of course, I bought this because of Voyager. Clan Rapture bundle, pilot ships, if you're into that, there's that for you. Miracle Worker, we all already know how I feel about them. None of these ships actually just they don't sing to me at all. Now the Mirror Universe bundle, this is the Galaxy class. This is now, of course, the legendary version. Yeah, I jumped on that, and it was cool. I already actually had these uniforms, but all the other faction uniforms now we have access to, along with these other ones. Even though we got them as rewards, I went up and picked this one up, no hesitation at all, because I do love the Galaxy Dreadnought, the Gal-X. I bought this originally a long time ago, the Tier 5 bundle. Again, that's why I didn't get the Tier 6. I had this. I wanted to get this for the sort of mega phaser it has with all the consoles when you put them together. Don't regret it. I got that, of course, on the legendary version, but this is the original Vesta here, and hopefully this becomes canon soon. The Battle Pancake. Definitely love this, especially now this is the canon ship. Yes, the Nebula was shown in Picard. And, of course, the Battle Pancake, one of my favorites as well from TNG, because I call it the Battle Pancake because it is just looked like a saucer with nacelles, and to me it just says Battle Pancake. Yes, I've said it a lot of times now. Odyssey bundle. You get the Tier 5 and Tier 6. Obviously, I got the Tier 6 version. If you can't get the Legendary, which only comes from the 10th Anniversary bundle pack, you get the Tier 6 Yorktown skin. Now, we know that this year we got the Odyssey canonized, or Thomas did. And we don't know how we're going to get the skin from Picard. So I'd probably hold off on that, Captains. But again, this Odyssey pack is a great pack in itself. The Yorktown skin is my favorite, and of course that is the flagship of Star Trek Online, and of course going to be the Enterprise app in Star Trek Picard. The Pathfinder, I did get this. Sadly, not sadly, I never really regret any of my purchases. I don't use it a lot, but I try to make her get back to it. But I did get it because it was a cool design. The Escort packages, I was thinking about the Federation for a long time, a while, but I never really got around to it. So now the Prometheus bundle, we're gonna probably get a legendary version of this, Captains, but which will come with the Tier 5 version. Only comes with the multi-vector assault console. So that would probably be something that appeals to you if you just want this, but I know a legendary version is coming out. It would be kind of hard pressed for it not to come out. And I believe it's part of the upcoming anniversary. I could be wrong, but for the most part, it is a great ship. One of my favorite ships in Star Trek is the Prometheus class. And I had no regrets getting this, the Tier 5 version, and or even the Tier 6 version. Yes, I did get the Scimitar bundle as well, because it was a Simi. And glad I skipped the Tier 6, because now I, of course, have the legendary version. So these ones, can't say that I do like them as much. There's the Tier 6 Scimitar bundle itself, the Vesta ones, the pilot ones on himself. I thought this was going to be awesome if they can kit bash these parts with a Defiant at first, but when I found out it couldn't, and it's actually bigger, I believe, it was a deal breaker for me. Steam Runner, this is only the tier 5, I believe, bundle, the ship, and the tier, let's see here. Can't remember which one it is, but it's not the tier 6 version. So these are the tier 5 and tier 3, I believe, only. The Klingon Darhar Master Pack, this would have been great. I do have the neg bar, but if you're more Klingon, then there you go. Along, of course, with the Romulan version of that, you get the Scimitar version in there. Now, of course, we have all of this 12th anniversary Terran bundle, 100% recommend. We have 3 days here, captains, to decide. 100% recommend. The Pathfinder, the Adamant, the the Mirror Strike Wing Escort, the Cygnus, the Galaxy, and of course the Odyssey with Torpedo Pod and Lance. This was the 12th anniversary bundle that I didn't even hesitate. One of the best bundles, only second to the 10th anniversary. So highly, highly recommend. And of course, we already went over my recommendations over the Legendary bundle, so we won't go over that. Previous video, you have the New Genesis bundle here. And this I did get. This actual Oberth, the T6 Oberth, comes with the console that is pretty good and used in high end, and it's the membrane console. And of course, the ship here, the multi-Clark, actually gives you a lot of space Barbie options. That the Agile class here, I did actually just go for both of these ships because I'm not showing the Agile class here, even though I'm on it. Okay, well, the Agile class is the T6 Da Vinci and the Equinox, which is the Saber and Nova. Nova is one of my favorite ships of all time, so can't go wrong with that, personally. So I did buy that one. The Cross Faction one. Now, these ships come with Emergency Weapon Cycle, one of the best weapon traits still, and you can get this account unlocked. Mind you, you just need to buy one of these ships and may have a Klingon character, I believe, just over at 65, and you'll have be able to get just the trait alone. But a lot of people do like these individual ships, and of course you get the Valdur here. The Karak, one of my favorite tier 5 designs in skin wise, is the Moog. This is the tier 6 version of it. And of course the Arbiter here. This Arbiter is actually also, if you own the Inquiry, you can have the access parts to here to do some space Barbie. Can't go wrong with the Cross Faction Cruiser Bundle because you get the Negvar, the Galaxy, and the Derpadex. And yes, I did get it. Cross Faction, well, yes, I did get this one as well. The Defiant, the Bop, and the Talis. When it came out years ago, couldn't resist. I got that. The thing I missed here, the 11th anniversary Legendary Bundle. This I did get because I did want the Ambassador and all these goodies here. This is 3rd ranked in my anniversary bundle ranking. But this Vorcha is still one of my best performing ships. Don't regret this at all. And you get this cool looking tier 6 legendary skin that is from Enterprise era. So they're on my anniversary list. This is the 3rd of the 3, which it goes ranking from 1 to 3, 10th anniversary, 12th anniversary, and then 11th anniversary bundle. And yes, I did also get the Narendra when it came out. Love this skin. Of course, it was supposed to be the skin of the Ambassador of the Enterprise C, but they made it in game, so yeah, loved it. And of course, you get the Negvar tier 6 skin, and of course the Legendary ROM bundle. We went over that, so a little bit of a longer video. Did just want to go over that, kind of my quick recommendations on the bundles and the sales. Now, of course, you do have, as a final reminder here, the giveaways that we still have 5 days for, so captains, don't forget that, for the Tribble and also the Happy Holiday upgrade token. So do not forget that. Again, a little bit of a longer video, but I thought it would be a good time to do a recommendation as well of the ship sales, especially since it's on now. So again, this sale goes until the 31st. Captains, you have 3 days to decide if this is for you or not. So before we end the video here, just going to refresh this just to make sure there's nothing else that creeped up here in terms of other tweets and or items that will be given away, because we still have about 3 items that they're going to be given away according to the Christmas blog sale. So it looks like there is not. So there you go, captains. Again, would like to, before we finish the video, wish everyone happy holidays, safe holidays, enjoy your time with your loved ones. So like the video again, subscribe here to the YouTube Bridge. We are always looking for like-minded captains to join us here, and of course, just have fun with Star Trek/Star Trek Online. And of course, as always, we will leave it on this note.
Live long and prosper.